What's up, guys? Welcome to another week of the TCG Scouts podcast. I'm Oscar, and I'm with the usual dudes of Team ARG's Colin and Joe of Joe's Corner. Mm-hmm. And as usual, here are the... What's the word? I already forgot the word.
I don't know. What word are you trying to
say? The opening things?
Nah, what are they called? The...
Spoilers.
No. Happy Little Hug Factory.
The ARG results.
No, Happy Little Hack Factory is a channel
the
sponsor.
Sponsors.
And that's what I'm counting with. You guys, we're train wrecking this. Happy Little Hug Factory. Check them out. There's a link in the description below. You can pre-order the new set, Awakening of the Ancients, $80. You can also find a buy list in case you're trying to get rid of some cards, and you can also find singles on the website. And using that link in description lets them know that we sent you over and kind of helps support the channel as well. Another one is DKP Accessories. You guys have seen us talk about that playmat in the past. And head over to playdkp.com, and now instead you'll use code TCG for how much off, Colin?
5% off, and it also is a way to let them know that we sent you guys over. So if you're looking to get that magnetic playmat or anything like that, it's an easy way to just get an extra 5% off, and that's how they know that we sent you over as well. So make sure you guys put in code TCG.
Yep, and then last but not least, patreon.com/TCG Scrubs. Our patrons are awesome. We do some cool games with them every now and then. We do the Patron podcast. And maybe once this new set officially releases, we'll start doing some of those deck profiles that we've done in the past, where we get submitted deck profiles and just kind of Colin and I will analyze them, go over them, give our opinions on them, where they could do better or how they're already doing great as it is type of situation. And patreon.com/TCG Scrubs, and everything there also helps this channel to upgrading certain equipment, to helping us get equipment for certain things, like, say, streaming an event coming up soon, which we'll mention here in a second.
Send Oscar out.
Last little bit there is in a week from now, so during the 20th to 24th, we'll be doing Argent Saga content for the week of. We've done this in the past with things like Caster Chronicles, Transformers, Warhammer, was it Age of Sigmar? So this one will be for the new Argent Saga trading card game coming from the ARG company. You guys may be familiar with them because they've done things like, say, the Circuit Series events, where you can go play in a large event, or you could get the kits, which used to be seasonal kits, and now they're just kind of kits you can pick. Okay, they used to be like state-exclusive kits. Now they're seasonal kits, is what I'm trying to say. And earn invites, play locals, and whatnot. They have a card game coming out. It's actually pretty fun. We're going to have a week full of spoilers going over each of the colors. I do recommend, if you haven't already, check out their YouTube channel for Argent Saga, and check out the series that Jeremy over at Roller School created for them, kind of going over how to play the card game. It'll help kind of go through our series that we do. We do a little brief explanation here as we go along, but that really does help. And then we have gameplays coming up during that week as well, where Colin and I played some games using some proxy cards, so it should be cool.
Yeah, I'm pretty excited. And those gameplay videos should be nice and easy to follow if you're not familiar with the game. So look forward to that.
But, that's all our intro stuff. I think one of the things I wanted to bring up is something I've been tracking since like last week, and something that Colin had brought up when we did spoilers a few weeks ago, and that was that Arwen promo card. Colin,
buy 2 box.
Yeah, buy 2 boxes for the promo. Colin had noticed when we were going over it, there's flavor text on it, and we actually haven't had flavor text on a promo card in a while. Some of the last ones I remember was back in Lapis Cluster, the whatever that Knight of the Round Table was that came with the starter decks, the white one. He actually had his flavor text printed on it. But he was actually from a set, so it was anyways, the point is, Colin speculated that it was a exclusive, like the way Tensity Witch was, to buying the boxes. And of course everybody in the comments chimed in. You guys were like, no, that's not how promos work, guys. That's not how promos work. We're like, yeah, we get it, but we had a feeling that that's what this was going to be. So I've been following it. Now, usually every set this cluster so far, we've had 2 SRs, 4 rares, that's 6 uncommons and 8 commons. With spoilers so far, and they haven't been releasing English ones, but I've been following all the foreign language ones. So Spain's been actually releasing like consistently everything. We've seen 2 SRs, 4 rares, all the uncommons, and 5 of the 8 commons. So unless that card's a common card, that thing that's gonna be locked behind the 2 boxes.
And what does the card do again? Like,
Make me pull it up. I wasn't ready for this.
It's like, he's like.
I assume you were ready to pull it up. Jeez.
Why didn't you have it pull it up, Colin?
Yeah,
because I'm not the one who's moderating this.
I believe it's tap. It's
all
like tap another elf you control.
No, I think it taps itself and it buffs something +5/+5 if you control 3 or more resonators, and then it had another ability on it.
Was it 3? It was 3 or more elf resonators, right?
Wind resonators. Here it is.
Yeah.
1 cost, 2/4 elf. Tap another target. Wind resonator gains +5/+5 until end of turn. Place ability only if you control 3 or more wind resonators.
Okay.
So is that a common card, you think?
No. You could maybe get away with it being an uncommon, but to me that's a rare. It's not an SR, but that's not a common. That's a legitimately good card in my opinion. That's a 400 defense 1-drop that buffs something +5/+5 potentially. Early game, maybe not as much. But you only need 2 other resonators. You could just do that 1-drop that puts down another elf token. So you got 2 1/1 elves.
Yeah, fair.
In order to get that ability, and you go into your next turn before untap phase, you tap it and tap again. So you've buffed something +1,000 for essentially 1 cost and stuff like that. Like that's not a common power level, regardless of whether you think it's super good or not. That's not a common card.
And like the art's also not, in my opinion, not a common. Like it's not. It's a very very nice art.
So there's a difference between like I would say good and competitive good. Where does that lie in?
Yeah. It depends what decks come out. Good.
All right, so you're doing.
Well, I was just thinking like I think this is possibly competitive. Like I think there's a lot of interesting, like it could slot into a Hanzo deck, say, where you want to bring out your Jesus statues, and it's like, so, you know, even without, you know, playing the 1 cost elf, I forget what the one that gives you another elf token, like that's also a good combo. But just putting this into a Hanzo deck that's already running like Jesus statues that already gets those out, like that's a really easy 3 resonators right there. So, you know, there's a lot of ways to kind of have this just as a nice buffer. And so, I think that it's definitely possible to slot into a lot of the really good wind decks.
So we either have it's a really good card that's going to be a common, which would be crazy because in box opening you generally get 6 common cards and possibly a full art, which makes it 7. That's a pull ratio right there. And then if it's not in the set, it's a really good card that's just locked behind 2 boxes, which can cause some issues, I would say. Minor issues. I'm not blowing this up to a big thing. Just jump in there before people.
It's not Time Spinning Witch, no, but the concern is one that after the big all the backlash they got from Time Spinning Witch, 3 sets later they're doing a similar tactic again. After that's something everyone specifically said they did not like and did not want again, and they lock in. Time Spinning Witch was a unfolding super cool ruler that was locked behind 3 boxes, and this is a pretty good card that's locked behind 2 boxes. So like it feels weird, like what they're locking behind. Like this card is definitely something that people are going to want to play at minimum at the local level, and so locking that behind 2 boxes, especially since there's no way to like put it in some sort, like right now if you have a buy box promo, it's inside of the booster box. There's no way to do that for 2 boxes, so you're probably putting it in the hands of the distributors again. So there's going to be people buying 2 boxes who just straight up aren't going to get this card and stuff. So regardless of whether people like it or not, this has a good chance of just becoming a naturally expensive card because of availability and weird stuff like that.
Not to mention there were stores during the Time Spinning Witch situation that received like say 5 cases because they have stores that they know they're going to sell it to or whatever. Customers are going to sell it to, that had the boxes received opened up and like the promos were taken out because maybe they took them out and reboxed them into a different box when they sent them out to stores. So, you know, there's that issue that could come up too. Somebody could get their cases in and there's no promos in it type situation.
Yeah, I mean, we had that whole big shenanigan that Colin and we ended up making a video about that one online company that wasn't giving out time spending witches
Cool
and
stuff.
everything.
Yeah,
Cool stuff
Incorporated, and and there's it's just there's a lot of we already kind of saw this happening with time spending witch, and not this isn't going to be near the same thing, but I do think it's pretty unfortunate.
It's a sign of like a bad habit that I'm afraid that they're getting into. Like if they're like, oh, we'll just do that for each time because I don't know. They see that maybe people, because it might work. Maybe people are buying more boxes in order to get that card. But if that becomes a consistent thing, then people are going to get really annoyed at it, and maybe just won't. They'll just wait and not buy the boxes and just wait for singles instead, which is a good way to do some stuff, but it doesn't help Force of Will Company, and so it could backfire on them. But it's also just annoying for. It's not like Magic where you're like, oh, we can just do whatever we want and blah, 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 and we'll weather it or whatever. Like, Force of Will is not in a position to pull shenanigans like this. I don't think at this point in time.
Yeah, I mean, and last time I feel like they learned the lesson of like, okay, don't do that. Hey, here's some extra promos, send to the stores, send some extras to the GPs, but then that defeats the purpose of like people who may want to get it through buying the 2 boxes. Like the only incentive they have is probably getting it sooner than the other options.
And it's such a weird thing too, because what's wrong with regular promos? What's wrong with alternate arts of cards that you make a buy a 2-box promo? That's perfectly fine. Have Time Spinning Witch inside the set, and then have Time Spinning Witch a cool alt art or something as a buy locked behind 3 boxes, stuff like that. That's cool. I'm okay with that. I think that's a neat way to create a guaranteed reward for people who buy multiple boxes, so they don't get burnt out if they don't pull anything good in the boxes and stuff like that. So I think that's cool, especially if it's something unique. But like locking an actual card strip behind stuff, it's that's what Transformers is doing a lot right now, the card game, and I hate that a lot, because it's just like, oh look, there's cards that I'm just never going to run because I'm not spending $20 on a card that was exclusive to Gen Con and now nobody has it.
Or the one
but you need 3 of it to run.
Or the one exclusive to the loot crate. Loot box,
yeah, that not everyone was able to get, or there was some weird shenanigans. Yeah. As like, how is this helping the community? How is this? All this is makes the couple people who got it, or not even everyone who got it, but probably a good 80% of the people who got it are happy with like, woo, we got it, and then everyone else is just mad and frustrated at that they either didn't get it or have to pay a lot for it and stuff. So it's as far as I know, none of the TCG communities actually like an actual card being locked behind a wall. Mm-hmm. Just alt art is fine being locked behind, though, because Magic I think has tried doing this a couple times.
They had it early on. I was actually watching a video, I think, from the Professor of Tolarian Community College channel, and he had a video going over how they used to do it. And right now, I think the closest thing they have to it is they have buy a box promos now. So like this new War of the Spark, the only way to get Gideon was to buy a box, and he came with what's it called? Not top loader, extra card.
I mean, yeah, they had I believe Nexus of Fate when it first came out was a buy box promo. That was like actually a really good card. But
was that not printed anywhere else? Because like Gideon, you can't get anywhere else but the box topper. Box topper. Yeah, I'm just pointing out because like some of the other ones he had pointed out were from a long time ago. Like you had to go to a convention just to get a card. Some of the cards weren't even great cards, just that they were locked in these ways. So
yeah.
But we'll see. We'll see what happens. I just wanted to point out that we have 3 commons left of wind attribute to see, and it's not it yet. We're gonna go over spoilers.
It could be coming
for the set. Yeah, it could be coming. If Force of Will, because they stopped doing English cards, we stopped getting English spoilers. I think right as Golden Week started, and they just stopped after Golden Week ended.
Which is so weird. Yeah. I don't understand anything that's happening.
Yeah, so all the spoilers that we've been seeing or going over, it's just been foreign language, usually from Spain, because it's easier to translate Spanish as like French or German or whatever that's out there. Mm-hmm. But hopefully they follow the schedule, and this Monday, which this podcast is Tuesday, so it should have happened already, that they should have had the full set release on their database and their website. where, because they do that with the week before. I'm so everywhere in my head right now. They do it the week of pre-release so that everybody gets a chance to go over all the cards going to the pre-release. But we don't know what's going to happen. So
yeah, because not only have we not gotten, they stopped doing English spoilers just altogether, which I think was super weird and kind of annoying. Because because I said, oh, it's because they're on Golden Week or whatever. Do they not know how like the schedule function works on Facebook though? They could, right before you go on the Golden Week, you schedule all the spoilers just to automatically post on Facebook and other platforms. It's relatively easy to do, and there's even if you don't want to go through the work of doing that, there's usually software that's super cheap to get that does it for you. But your company, you should know how to do that. But cards we have gotten because of the weird release of like a card a day, except with the exception of when there's more than a card a day, or the exception when there's no cards in a day. The weird release schedule has made it so that we're about to get like the largest dump of cards on Monday that we've ever seen percentage-wise in relation to what's been spoiled in the set. So yeah, it'll be really interesting.
Because like I think English. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Yeah, I was just going to say because we're only planning on looking at the cards that we haven't spoiled yet.
Yeah,
correct. And there's going to be a lot on Monday.
Which is what we usually do every time. Yeah, so that's what I say is like right now we're at 43 of 100 spoiled English cards, but like foreign language is already probably around 55 to 58, if not 60 already, like spoiled cards. So it's a big difference between the two.
Yeah.
So here's to hoping that they release on time. Now we'll do a video. I think Colin said it should come out by Wednesday, right? Like when normally your news would come out instead of just be us going over all the other cards.
Monday or Wednesday, yeah.
Depends on time given to edit the video and whatnot. We also have podcasts coming out Tuesday, so.
Yeah, the thing you're listening to.
You're not listening.
But yeah, so that'll we'll see how that goes.
All right. And okay, so this is a slow week, and we're gonna do some fun stuff.
Wait.
Again. What?
Are you skipping a subject?
No, I'm leading into the subject. Why?
Okay. Go ahead.
Okay.
Yeah, that was the worst segue I've ever seen in my life.
It's a slow week, so we're gonna have some fun at the end of the podcast. But real quick, what I was gonna tell you guys originally, but Colin's over acting weird.
I don't know, Oscar. I'm kind of more on Colin's side.
I have notes right here. I just deleted the stuff that we talked about. And I'm like, cool. Ramen thing is up next. Ramen thing is next.
Didn't sound like Oscar was transitioning into the end of it. Yeah,
you didn't even need to mention that we had fun stuff planned at the end. You could have just gone to the next subject and then just done the final subject.
Yeah, well, I do the things I want to do them.
Okay? How do you segue into the next subject by leading with the subject after the next subject? That's like the weirdest segue ever.
No. I do get it.
Anyways, ramen.
You know, that tasty noodle stuff?
Yeah, no, it's crazy what happened this past week. We have done some videos. You may have seen Colin talking about it. I think we mentioned it. We actually didn't properly mention it in the last podcast. It was just kind of mentioned at the end where Jeremy said, hey, good luck getting the funding to get to the GP in Bethlehem, Pennsylvania. And we're offering to go stream there. And we needed funding. Right? $800 will give me the plane tickets as well as the hotel full coverage, and then we can get there. We have all the equipment, and so we had the GoFundMe going up, and then I let Colin explain the rest because it was him who dealt with everything.
Yeah. So basically, we set the GoFundMe with that and the express goals and everything, and so I posted it around, and we got a response from. After I posted the GoFundMe from a company called Vite Ramen, and they offered to basically pay for the trip, get that money we needed for the flight and the hotel to get Oscar out there to stream the event. So because of them, you guys will have a stream for the Pennsylvania GP. And so they were super awesome. They're flying him out, like I said, and they'll apparently they're at the company. They're really big into Force of Will. They said they like get a case of Force of Will each new set that comes out and play it up there and stuff like that. So I thought that was super cool. And I'd highly recommend checking out the website, or if you want to wait till the GP, there could potentially be some cool deals and different things they'll have going on for the stream. So if you want to wait, but in the meantime, you can check it out. VITE Ramen. If you Google it, it comes up. But yeah, and take a look at it because it's super cool. Oscar and I, it was super cool coincidence because Oscar and I in the past, like, what would you say, 2 months?
Yeah.
Have gotten really into instant ramen.
Yeah.
We have a store near us that sells all, like, it's like an Asian market, and they have like an aisle full of all these different types of instant ramen, like foreign and stuff.
It's H Mart, which there's some across other states as well. So some of y'all might be familiar with it already.
Yeah, and so we've been getting different ones from there, and then Oscar got a Loot Crate monthly theme, but it's just ramen that you can only get from Japan that's shipped over, and so it has to hand type out the directions since it's completely in Japanese. But we've been super into it, just trying the different ones, and to see. We even got like duck eggs one time and just set them in the instant ramen. It's pretty great. But this stuff looks like, huh?
Those are still in the fridge.
Yeah, we should probably take care of that. But this one looks super legit. So when I saw that, I was like, no way. And I looked at the website. I was like, oh my god, this is like a dream come true. Because not only is Oscar being able to go stream, but we're getting sponsored by like a ramen company that does like legit ramen. We'll save like all the heavy advertising for later on for them. But I genuinely am super excited about it because I saw the ramen they do and I was like, oh man, just me as a person, I was like, that's so cool. I'm pretty excited about that.
It was pretty awesome to see.
I completely did not believe them when they first told me.
Yeah.
I was like, hey,
Joey thought we were making a joke because we've been talking about ramen like all the time recently.
And I was like, Joey, you have access to our page. Just look at the conversation. He's like,
I know.
Oh.
I know. It was weird. But yeah, it was really insane.
As a side note, we do still have the GoFundMe up. So if you guys do want to donate, we'll leave it open just because we will, any extra money we get, we will, which there is other money we also was kindly donated to us that wasn't in the GoFundMe as well. And we're able to use that to get some equipment to make the stream even better. Like we'll be able to stream top down straight instead of at an angle because there's an attachment we needed that we were able to get because of donation and stuff like that. So any extra donations will either be used for equipment or any other stuff to help make the stream better, or set aside so that we can go either stream another GP that needs it or help out with with Jeremy streaming like I did at the Minnesota GP. Anything like that is what we'll set aside for, which might come in handy sooner rather than later. We'll wait and see.
Yeah, I'm pumped. Tickets are booked for the flights, hotels booked, everything. We're gonna do a test run stream next weekend. It's not gonna be anything they really see. It's just kind of like something that we're doing a test run it, but really making sure it's top notch.
Yeah, we have some cool. I was actually able to figure out one thing that I'm pretty excited about that hopefully works fine.
That'd be really cool.
I have a question.
Yeah.
Do you guys have because they haven't really told me their logistics and stuff, and so I'm curious, but I haven't really asked. Do you guys have casters lined up? Do you have people who are guest people who are gonna come on and talk about the game and stuff, or is it just
Oscar?
So we're gonna have a representative of White Ramen come on just to talk about ramen and do whatever things they have planned. But for other casters, there's been offers from various players who they all pretty much say, when I scrub out, I'll come commentate.
Okay, got it.
But and some who are torn whether they're going to play or just commentate. So we'll see what happens. We'll probably find out day of or closer to the event.
Which also, I should mention this real quick also. I'll make a post about this later. I already mentioned this to Oscar, but during the stream, one thing we want to do is have stuff going on in between the streams. So something sort of to entertain people while we're waiting for the stream to come up, play in the background. So one idea I'd come up with is if any of you guys are a YouTube channel for Force of Will, and by that I mean like a good chunk of your content is Force of Will, at least 50%. If you want to make either a 1920 by 1080 quick graphic or a little 15-second sketch or something like that, or promo for your YouTube channel, so people are aware of the different Force of Will YouTube channels that are out there, just let us know, and we'll try and see if we can, if we get enough stuff in to play that in between. But I thought that'd be a cool way to sort of get the name out of a lot of the different Force of Will YouTube channels that people might not be aware of while they're watching this stream, because you'll get pretty much everyone from all walks of watchers watching the stream and post games and stuff like that.
That would actually be really cool.
I'll do a post of that maybe in the Facebook group, but yeah. The and Vite Ramen also announced they talked to Todd, who's helping put that GP together, and in addition to getting Oscar out there, they're also going to be not sponsoring, but adding prizing to the event, which includes what was it? I forgot to add it to her. If you guys want to keep updates, like I said, tcgscrubs.com, there's a page dedicated to updates for this event.
That's cool.
Do you remember what it was, Oscar?
Nah, you're the one who had it in message. And
Okay.
you had told me
Give me
ramen
3 seconds and I'll pull it up.
But yeah, no, I'm pretty pumped. It would initially be me pretty much commenting the entire thing. I don't necessarily know if I'll be, as vigilant as, say, Jeremy was with catching misplays and being able to stop the play before it continues too far. Hopefully there's a stream judge so that I can, lean on that. And the only other worry I have is going to be glare and how we can control that type of situation on the spot. That's really the only two concerns I have going into this.
But yeah, so they... I think all of this so I don't know which part is well, I know for sure one part of it, but first place gets $110 worth of Vite Ramen. I don't know if that, I assume that's going to be a gift card for the site, not actual physical ramen, but we'll see. And second place, same thing. Third place, same thing. And then fourth through eighth get $35 of Vite Ramen. So,
Nice.
yeah, I thought that was super awesome. I think there might be some other stuff that they were given. I'm not sure of the specifics, so I'd have to cross-check with that. But for sure, they're adding more pricing to it.
So I've been having this pet peeve, Colin. Is it Vite Ramen or is it Vite Ramen?
Vite.
Vite.
Vite like the word bite.
Okay.
V.
Okay. I just because I was like
he verified with them, just to double check.
Cool.
That's something that we were curious about too.
Yeah.
Yeah, so super awesome them of like they really stepped up for there. So I was really happy about that.
They're pumped about Force of Will and really wanted to see it succeed as well.
I think it's so cool to have like a little ramen company, or I don't know how little they are, but like they order a case of Force of Will and they probably just like play it on their off time and stuff. Like that's really funny.
Well, eating ramen probably. Probably not actually. They're probably tired of it.
They're like, no, we eat it.
We eat so much ramen.
So much.
It's delicious. But yeah, I'm excited. So yeah, if y'all see me, say hi. And hopefully, for those of y'all tuning in the stream, everything goes smooth and it's a fun event.
Mm-hmm. Now you can segue, Oscar.
All right, so yeah, that's kind of all we have on Force of Will. So some of y'all want to tune out. I'm not offended. For our audio listeners, obviously,
It's literally going to be the best part, though.
You'll either head out because our audio listeners can't check it out. We're going to do the drawing thing that we did a few weeks ago when Joey wasn't here. And, have some fun with that. Now, there was a GP that happened this weekend, but results haven't been posted for it yet, and that was in Italy. They have like top 8, top 16 stuff, but there's no deck list to go over. But we'll check that out another day.
Yeah.
But for now, we're going to take a look at what we can do with the rest of the time. So we'll do a quick little break here while we set up, and then we'll have some fun with it. All right, we're finally situated, and we're back. Just took forever. So yeah, we wanted to do this drawing thing because we're actually hanging out with some of our locals here in their hometown. They drive pretty far. They're from like the Brenham area. So we went out to hang out with them, and they're talking about how much they enjoyed this and how they kind of did this afterwards on their own, just for fun. And I kind of wanted to do it again, so that's kind of why I was like, "Oh, glad we don't have anything else to talk about." So we're gonna go ahead and do that now. Colin, do you want to go first? And I guess you can describe to me.
Me first for describing?
Yeah, and then I'll draw yours, and then Joey can draw mine, and you can draw his.
All right. I'm going to describe. So let me bring up my image here. Kabunk.
I'll switch to my paint.
I'll just keep chilling here.
All right, you ready?
Yeah, I'm ready.
Okay, so this is sort of. Keep in mind this. Keep a little bit of room on the left when you're about to draw what I'm about to say. So
I know what this card is already.
Yeah, I already figured it out.
Yeah, too easy.
So you're gonna draw. We'll start with the face. So this is a humanoid. He's got a face, but it's gonna be this. He's got sort of a pointy chin, and elf ears. I think they're pointy. They're pointy ears.
It's well, sir, too easy.
But you can only see it's like he's kind of facing the side. It's not like he's facing the camera. He's kind of facing the side, looking up.
Would have been great details to begin with.
Great, looking up slightly.
Erase parts of this real quick. So he has humanoidish, looking up to the left a little bit. Pointy ears.
We'll come back to the face later. He's sort of like it looks. I don't know if he jumped or is sort of floating, but he's sort of like his arms are kind of bent on his sides, and he's got one leg or both his legs are sort of bent. So yeah, it looks like he's floating. Actually, it looks like he's sort of like he's sitting on a chair, but the chair's invisible. That's what it kind of looks like.
So his hands are on his sides.
Are to each of his side, like bent.
Can you ask like clarifying questions, like is he cross-legged, or do you just have to like describe to the best of your ability, Colin? Like,
he could clarify if something I said is confusing.
Okay, and then his legs are what now?
Like he's sitting on his chair, like kind of man-spreading a bit, but the chair's invisible.
Can you mansplain to me what manspreading is, Colin?
No.
Alright, I think I've got it.
Alright, now they get that basic structure down. He's wearing a long flowy robe.
Okay. What color is this robe? Should I be adding color? I'm just drawing in black right now.
It's personal preference. If you want to know, the robe is green, dark green. And it's very flowy. It's one of those ones that like is split into two sections after it hits your lower back. So it's like, whoa, that's so cool. And he's got some like cool little like what? Cool like boots that are the boots that kind of like spread out that because they're not tied, and so that they're whatchamacallit that's around your ankle is sort of like wide. It makes you look so cool. But he's totally wearing red tights. And so we'll come back up to the head once you're done with there.
So cool boots, apparently, like you said?
Boots-ish. I don't know what they're called. I'm sure someone's like, that's not boots, that's a space station. But I don't know what they're called.
Just clean this up a little bit here.
Such a terrible joke.
So you can't laugh at it. Get out of here.
I just clean it up a bit here, make it look nice. Okay, and then so I got the boots. What are we on next?
Okay.
Oh, almost. Okay.
So we'll go up to the face. So the face has got one of those giant
wait.
hats.
You say he's wearing red tights, right?
Oh yeah.
How tight are these tights?
They're skin tight. You're basically just drawing legs that are colored red.
So no, I'm drawing tights that are red. I'm an artist.
Okay, so his face?
I'm an artist. So he's wearing a big, hat hat, wide brim, like I don't know names of stuff. Like it's not a cowboy hat, but that type of brim going all around it, and then it's got like a feather sticking out of it, possibly.
Oh, I think I know what this is now.
And so his face, here's what you're going to try and do, Oscar. I want you to capture this. I want you to draw his eyes. They're nice big eyes. And the eyes look sleepy, but his mouth is agape as if he's surprised. So sleepy eyes, but a surprised face. Like you're not sure what he's feeling. It's sort of up to the viewer, if you will.
So sleepy eyes with an open mouth is essentially what I'm getting here.
Yeah, but a surprised mouth with sleepy eyes. His eyes are uninterested, but his mouth is like, "What's happening?"
You should like either type to me or message me what Oscar is supposed to be drawing.
Or you could just wait.
You'll wait for the
Okay.
reveal. I'll reveal it on my screen share.
Okay.
So once you're done with that, so in what he's looking at to the left, you're going to draw like a big old yellow circle that's just like dazzling. Shit's coming out of it. It's like, whoa, what the hell?
Okay, a big circle?
Yeah, big circle. Like some would say a portal, a giant portal. Just a big yellow portal.
Oh, yellow.
Lines.
He said yellow.
Yeah, he didn't say. Did he say yellow?
He said yellow with a bunch of like other stuff coming.
No. He said yellow after the fact.
No.
I feel like I said it
with a big yellow circle.
Is it? How big is it?
Like it's in the top left corner, but if on the card, it's going off the edges of the card. Like it's at least a little bit bigger than the humanoid you drew.
It's bigger than him? Okay.
Slightly bigger.
Oh goodness.
Now that I'm looking at his hat. I was trying to figure out what the top of his hat looked like.
I know
it's
the card.
really big and pointy, like swirling around. I did not realize that was his hat. Let me know when you're done with all that. And there'll be one last thing for you to draw.
I know this is a WOM card.
Colin's like, fuck. Oh no.
It doesn't matter now. He's past the point of no return now.
Is this a closed circle? Okay, where's the bucket? Oh, I can't use bucket? Oh, there's a bucket. Okay, that's fast. Okay, I did the portal. The portal's
all right, so
nice and
coming out of the portal is just the stupidest bunny you've seen in your entire life. Such a stupid bunny. And he's like looking at the human, just staring at him, and he's holding this stupid watch or something. I can't even tell. It's some sort of cosmic watch or something. Doesn't matter. It's a stupid bunny.
I'll draw a stupid bunny just for you.
And that'll do it. That'll do it.
The stupid bunny has you said a watch?
A stopwatch, like the hand round one that's popped open. I think that's what it is. It's hard to tell. Let me know when you're done.
Hold on, I'm drawing him with the watch. I'm half-assing him because he's dumb.
That's fine. It's fine. He doesn't deserve it.
Is the bunny Adam?
Yeah, I think it is.
I think it's Adam.
All right.
When you're done, go ahead and share your screen.
Okay. Boop, boop, and boop.
Oh, man. It's great. It's great. Here, let me pull up the card here.
Yeah. It wasn't until the portal that it started to click.
Yeah, I was trying to do it in a certain order to try and keep it away until the very end.
That's great.
Which character is that? I thought that was supposed to be a girl.
Yeah, I think it's supposed to be. I thought it was supposed.
Seal.
Yeah.
Right?
It is Seal. I'm pretty sure it's Seal.
Because they have Feet's hat on right now.
Yeah, I didn't notice that the hat went like twirly twirl to the top.
Oh yeah.
But I like your face on yours, just like, hey, hey, what's this? It looks like you're just like angry, like, what are you doing in this neck of the woods?
I like how it looks like your character has like he's like gripping like his belt like.
Yeah, it looks like he's like, what brings you to this neck of the woods? But she's like, duh. I got a mailbox. Looks like he's holding a mailbox.
That's a cup of tea. And is
It's
he
a
spilling the
stopwatch.
tea? Oh, it's a stopwatch. Okay. All right.
The sun sure is warm.
So Oscar, are you going to be describing mine, or am I going to be doing Colin's first?
I'll describe you the card I picked. Yeah.
Okay.
So I'm done drawing here. I'm gonna switch to just me. Boop, and close paint.
Make sure I can't see your screen, Oscar.
Oh yeah.
Okay. For the lovely viewers at home, this is my card art. It's pretty gonna be pretty great.
Just pops up on our screen.
Okay. Ready?
Yeah.
Okay, so this one you're gonna have. Let me move this window over so I can see this better and describe it. Okay, so you have this kid. It's like a little girl, and she's just kind of sitting down on top of like some circular coral stuff.
Quick quarrel stuff.
Yeah, like stuff you see at the bottom of the ocean where all the little fish are swimming.
Coral.
Yeah. But it's like
Okay.
really flat and circular, so she can sit on it like a chair. And she has her left hand is up, like she's trying to grab something.
Okay, is she in like the exact center of the card?
She's to the left and she's looking right.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. And she's in some coral.
Yeah.
Got it. Okay.
Now to her immediate right.
Hold on, wait. I'm not that fast.
I can't see you, so I don't know how far you are.
I don't know. This is... Okay, and there's a little girl sitting on it, right?
Yep. Little girl sitting down. She's looking to her right. I mean, her left.
Yeah. Screen right.
Yeah. And she's reaching out to something that she's about to grab, but just draw her reaching out. She also has a pretty interesting hat. And it looks like it reminds me of SpongeBob when they're trying to catch the jellyfishes, and then like SpongeBob's a better jellyfish catcher, so they take that dude's hat off. You think that wasn't a hat?
I have no idea which episode you're talking about.
Colin, you know what I'm talking about?
Boy.
No, wait, say it again? He took his hat.
Is she like wearing something?
She has her hat is like a top hat almost. No, a chef's hat, but the top of it looks like a clam.
The top, it looks like a clam.
Yeah.
Okay.
Don't you know, Joey?
So that top hat looks like a clam. I said a chef's hat. Top of it looks like a
Okay.
clam.
Oh my god, what does a chef's hat look like? It's like
it looks like a
fluffy
top
at the
hat,
bottom,
but crinkly.
Right, Oscar?
It doesn't look like a top hat at all. What?
It's like
Totally
it's like
does.
fluffy at the bottom, right?
No. It's like narrow and round at the top, and it shoots up. But at the very top, it's like floofy. But the floofy part instead would be like a clam on top.
No, it depends on the
I
chef.
see.
We're going by Chef Boyardee here, okay? The
OG
famous
chef.
chef in the world.
And then the top, instead of a chef's hat, it's a clam at the top?
Yeah, it's like a clam.
Is the clam like green, or is it
It's
blue?
the whole hat's like a dark blue.
Okay.
She also has some boots on. They look pretty cool. They look like boots that she didn't lace up. So
I already
it's kinda
drew the
open.
boots, so... Okay, hold on. So, the bottom are boots, okay?
Yeah.
What kind of boots were they? Like, she didn't have them laced up?
Yeah, the thing about boots that aren't laced up, so they're just wide open. But they're on her feet.
Okay, I see. Hold on. Let's get rid of that. I see.
Now to her side, but below her arm, where she's reaching out to, is two fishes swimming up to her. There's a boop doop. What's up?
On the right side?
To her left.
Hold on. I'm putting some detail on these boots.
They're nice boots. They're like a baby blue color.
Oh no, they're not that. Wait, they're like baby blue?
Yeah.
Okay, got it. Okay, describe the other one.
The fishes? There's two
There's
fishes
fishes.
swimming up to her, yeah. And they have like their heads kind of like are their dorsal fin. That's what it's called, right? The fin on their head, where it's like sharp and pointy.
Can you repeat that to me? Okay.
So it's called a
There's two
dorsal fin,
fishes.
right? The fin on top of their head? Okay.
Yeah. Are they like as big as her, bigger than her, smaller than her?
That's not what Colin's doing right now. They're small. They're tiny fishes. They're like the size of her palm of her hand, but they're swimming just underneath her arm.
Okay.
She has long hair too.
They're swimming underneath her
arm.
Her arm?
Yeah.
Underneath. Okay, hold on. This was not. You know what? That one's staying there because I feel like that's a pretty good fish. Okay, and the dorsal fins were okay. Okay, I got them. Fishes are made.
Okay, and she has long hair.
Is it black hair?
It's so the theme of this picture is just dark blues everywhere. So I guess
okay.
it's black. Did you say black?
How long? Like
so
shoulder length?
It's almost like shoulder length, but then there's like a few thick strands that just go all the way down to her like legs.
I see. I need to make the chef hats. The chef hat needs to have its little chef things. Okay, nailed it. Okay, and then there's little.
Now here's the best part of the picture. You ready?
Yeah.
Okay. She's reaching out to a starfish that's golden. Okay. And I'm gonna give you details on the fish here in a second. Just draw like a star that she's reaching out to.
Hold on. This fish need to go. So I need to move this fish. Okay, nailed it. All right, so she's reaching out to the starfish. Is the starfish big? Is it the size of her hand also?
No, the starfish is pretty big. The size of her head.
The size of her head. Okay.
Yeah. Also, her eyes are like wide open. Like she's like, "Whoa, this is pretty cool." You know, like wide open eyes. Yeah. And she has like this grin where just all you see is teeth. You know, like her mouth is shut, but she has like this open mouth where you can see all her teeth.
Yeah, you can't make that out. Okay. Hold on.
We're gonna need to get in there.
So it's her mouth is shut, but it's just teeth, right?
Yeah. See, so it's like her mouth, like lips wise, is open, like she's smiling, but the jaw is closed, so you see teeth that just shut.
Can you repeat that? Okay.
Jaw's shut, and she's smiling, I guess, because you can see her teeth wide open.
Yeah.
Okay. You done with that?
Just about. Okay, got it.
The starfish has an eye, but it's only one eye. And if our eye goes left to right, this one goes up to down. So it's like an eye tilted 180 degrees, right? That's a 180 degree turn?
No, can you repeat that?
Wait.
Oh, wait.
I can't think about degrees of turn.
So the starfish has eyes, right?
One eye, not eyes. Eye.
That's one eye.
Starfish has an eye, and it's an up and down eye. Like if you got, you tilted a 90 degree turned eye. So our eye turned 90 degrees.
Yeah, I see.
Yeah,
I see. I get you.
The word he's looking for is vertical.
Is it a blue eye?
Vertical eye.
Oscar?
It's a... Okay, so the eye itself is like black with like a red iris, and it's half shut, and so you see gold for its eyelid.
It's a very detailed creature.
But it's a black pupil, right?
Yep.
And I'm not going to bother with mouth a little late or whatever. Okay.
Yeah. And then the mouth is like biting its bottom lip and frowning
mouth.
at the same time.
The mouth of the starfish.
Yeah, yeah. And so all you see is its top teeth and gums showing.
I didn't make room for that. You didn't tell me that it had anything besides an eye.
I thought I said I had mouth and eyes, and no.
Yeah, but I'm literally like going one step at a time though on this. No, that's not what that is. Okay, hold on. Hey, now I need to kind of fix these. Okay, so the mouth. How does it go?
Oh. Oh my gosh.
It's like
It's gonna be a 30-minute thing with Joey.
I know.
Yeah, it is.
Okay, think of a mouth biting its bottom lip and frowning at the same time.
Okay.
So that what's showing inside the mouth is just the top teeth and gums. Okay.
Yeah. This isn't it. You know what? I don't know if that's gonna get any better. Hold on, no, okay. Okay, so it's frowning.
Man, we still got one more fish to go through.
Yeah, Joy, I think
okay,
you're
I'm
taking
good,
this
I'm good.
too seriously.
I'm good.
Okay, the other fish is behind her. It's a starfish. And you know in anime, when they do that thing where they go, "Meh," and they pull their eyeball down and put their tongue out?
Uh-huh.
Joy's like, do I?
It's doing that, but with one eye. So
Is
it's
it holding its eye?
No, it's kind of it's okay. So it's a starfish, and one of the left hand is just kind of reaching forward near the eyeball. So it's not actually pulling it, but its hand is near its eye, like pointing at it essentially, and it's sticking its tongue out while smiling.
Okay. And that's behind her,
Mm-hmm.
like on the left side, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Okay.
Okay, you done? Or we're just gonna end it there.
Oh no, I haven't even drawn the other one. Okay, so by the way, I didn't realize that the other I only drew the other one with one eye because I didn't realize it would have two eyes. Wait,
None of them have two eyes. They all have one eye.
okay. And it's like winking, right?
No, it's not winking.
It's pulling down its eye. Oh my
Its
God.
eye is fully open, and its left hand is like pretty much pointing at the eye. Essentially, it's all it's really doing is pointing at its eye. It's trying to represent that it's pulling it down, but it's not actually pulling it down. It's pointing at it,
Yeah. Okay.
and it's sticking its tongue out and smiling.
Okay.
And its other hand, it's going like, "Hey," you know, where its hand's flung it, but downwards, Colin. Like you've already flung it down. Pivot down. Pivot the hand down. The wrist.
Oh.
Yeah, there you go. That's what it's doing.
Hey.
That's what it's doing.
Turn that.
All right.
Whatever.
Posing with Colin.
Okay. I think I'm good.
Okay, show us.
Show me.
You guys ready for this?
I blacked
Okay.
out for half of this. So
I need to
curious what you
move.
drew.
That's it.
Like how you did the cost and numbers on it. It's an old card. They're not on the side. They're on the bottom.
I don't care.
You didn't even do the hand. You didn't even
What do you mean the hand? The hand's right there.
Her? No, not her hand. Its hand.
No,
The
its hand is
starfish.
it's curving in.
Okay, I see it.
See?
They look at that bloodshot eyes.
Yeah, he looks like he's not having a good time.
All right. Here, you ready to see what it was?
Yes. Oh. I can't get the angles, but
you nailed the boots though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okie dokie.
That starfish looks terrified on the right.
That's my art right there.
All right.
I'm so bad at art. Okay. You ready, Colin?
Yeah. Let me pull up my thing here. No, that's not it. Have fun with that, Oscar.
So I should have my my card up while I'm talking to Colin, right?
Yeah. Not sharing to us, but you have it up for you. Yeah.
Oh,
And I'm ready when you are.
Okay, so this takes place in a library. Like in the background are all the books and shelves. But it's not like rows. It's like imagine it's like a circular library, right?
Okay, so we got the backdrop of a
You should probably draw that at the very last, because otherwise you're gonna have to draw
my
on top.
God.
I'm trying to help.
Why
Okay.
mention it? Why mention it? Go ahead,
I'm setting the scene. That way you have like time. Okay. So on the right, kind of more in the background. Actually, how about we draw just the entire foreground first, right? That we can draw stuff behind it. Is that how
That sounds like what artists do.
Draw? I don't know how to draw. Okay. So this thing is inside a little pot, okay? It's like a little planter for a plant.
Wait, so I'm drawing a pot with a plant?
Yes.
All right. Let me get brown here. Okay, draw nice.
Now the plant, it kind of curves up to the right. It curves up to the right and then like straight up and then just curves a little back into the center. And the plant is going to be front and center of the entire card.
Okay, let me move it so that it's in the center. Okay, front and center. Good to go.
Now, there's little thorns on the plant stalk.
Okay, little thorns.
And there's also now coming out of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 spots are these big glowing orangish balls. Like imagine Dragon Balls. They're kind of like that. The first one is in the bottom right. It's like right at the base of the plant, and it's like about the size of like it's like half to a quarter of the size of the planter. Okay.
Oh, geez. Okay.
There's
half to a quarter.
Okay. There's one to the left of that. That's on an offshoot. So like the main stalk is coming up, and then on the left there's a little offshoot stalk, and there's another ball hanging off of that, and that's like half the size of the ball that you just drew.
Okay. I got this. Yep. It's a different color, but that's fine. Go ahead.
And there's some like actual leaves along that stalk too.
Oh, some leaves. Okay. Go
Now,
on.
halfway up, there's another stalk, but it's just a regular stalk. It's got the thorns. It's got like 2 little leaves on it, and then the stalk keeps continuing up.
Okay.
Okay. Now at the top of this stalk, there's 3 little offshoots. Now on the left offshoot, there's another bigger hanging ball, like golden brownish, like amber, I'd say, is a color of the ball.
Okay.
And it's just a little bit bigger than the very first ball that you drew.
Okay.
Now that stalk that goes to the left, there's a little offshoot on that, and there's another little tiny ball. It's like smaller than the second ball that you drew.
Easy enough.
Okay.
Easy enough.
Now on the right, there's another stalk, and it has the final ball. And that's like around the same size as the first ball that you draw, just a teeny bit smaller.
Okay.
Right. Now, those balls also, like, in the very center, there's like a really bright white light kind of coming out of them.
Coming out of them?
Not coming out of them. Like, it's all self-contained in the ball. So, like, the ball is still like a Dragon Ball. You know, it's like spherical. There's no light coming out of it. But it's got the coloring. But the coloring is like, the very center is like this bright white. Kind of like it contains the power of the sun or something.
Okay.
Okay.
I'm taking some artistic liberties.
Okay. Okay. On the right, now, this is like the foreground. It's on a table, along with a bunch of other stuff. Okay. On the right.
On a table.
Yeah.
Hold the heck on.
The table.
Friggin' take up the entire image, my fucking ass. All right.
I mean, it's taking up most of the image. Like, it's easy to
All right, so it's on a table.
Now, to the right of the planter, like at the base of the planter, there's an open book. Yeah.
Okay, to the right.
I'm not gonna get too into
open.
detail with these items because there's a lot of detail in that. There's a dagger. There's a ceremonial dagger below that book.
Below the book, well, we're gonna take some artistic
Right,
liberties
like
here.
the table isn't like straight on. It's at, the picture is like at an angle, so you can see what's on the table.
Yeah, it's okay. It's okay. The dagger is on the table.
Okay, above the book a little bit further back in the background, there's a candelabra. Okay.
On the table?
Yes, still on the table.
Uh-oh. Oh my god. Oh my god.
The table extends back, you know?
Extends freaking. Look at this table. Okay, there what was on the back of the table?
It's a candelabra. It's like a little ceremonial one.
What's up, bro?
It's a candle bra. It's a candle holder.
What do you want, bro?
It's a get out of here. It's a candlestick holder. It has 3 candle waxes. Okay, so it has a little arm right, a little arm left that kind of curves up, and then the middle is like a little bit bigger.
Okay, I see. Give me half a sec. I think I got this. Mm-hmm. Let me just get nice coloring here for this chook. I assume this is what you meant. Okay, continue.
Okay, now on the left of the plant thing, on the left, in the kind of more in the corner, in the left corner of the card, in the bottom left corner, there's a little like skull of like a deer or something.
Okay, as you do. Okay, it probably has horns, so I'll give it some horns.
It doesn't really look like it has any horns.
It has horns.
Okay.
It's a scary deer. I made it a scary one. Okay, continue.
Above that, there's like 2 vials of like magic powder dust kind of deal.
2 vials.
And there's like, and a little bit behind that, there's like 3 vials. So instead of really vials, they're more of like bottles with a little cork in them. And then behind that, there's like vials, like test tube vials.
Oh, it's way too late now.
Okay, that's fine.
Don't worry.
And
about
behind
it.
that, there's a
works.
stack of books. It's like
On the table?
Yes. So still.
What kind of table is this?
It's like a
is
big
this
round
like
table.
a Mary Poppins table?
It's a big round table.
All right. Well, the books are to the side of the table. All right.
It's really clustered. Okay. And then
draw
it's all
some-
inside
hold
a
on.
big round library, and that's about it.
Okay. Let me get these books on here on this stupid table. Actually, that looks like a loaf of bread. It's fine. All right. It's on a big round library.
And-
Goosh.
Yeah.
Goosh.
So that's
Goosh.
the background. And it's okay. It's a 0-100.
Oh, you're not getting any stats on this thing. This is a nice widescreen image, like a proper should be. So let me share this with you guys. Here we go.
That's not bad.
Is this the plant from Curse of Frozen Casket?
Oscar got it. That's it.
Oh.
your dimensions are all off, but it's actually really not pretty decent.
I feel like Joey could have described that perspective a little bit better. Like, this plan's front and center. All right, now it's on a table, and there's so much on this table. Oh my god.
Oh.
So. Nice.
Yeah,
I think that went pretty well.
That was very, very interesting with Joey here. But yeah, no,
let us know what your guys' favorite was of those drawings.
Yeah, and we'll see you guys next time because we're kind of over time, I think. But
yeah, just
we are.
a little bit.